Three top lessons on medical insurance which we learned because of this pandemic. Generally, we are not well informed when it comes to insurance because normally whatever knowledge we have is completely from the insurance agent. And sadly, I have seen many agents sell insurance telling how much money you will get back over a period of time. And let me tell you, whatever we are going through today is unbelievable. So many families, predominantly the middle class, lower middle class, and poor, all their savings have been wiped out, which means their dreams have been evaporated. Right? Whatever I've saved over the lifetime, because direct medical expenses or because of lack of job or whatever be the reasons, I mean, so many dreams are gone and evaporated. If you check, as many of the families who come out of the ICU challenges, where the bills are incredibly high, I'm not blaming all the hospitals, but some of the big names have done it. I'm sure you should have seen it in social media, you should have seen news reports, you should have heard it from your friends. The bills are exorbitantly high, where they have been wiped out their most of the savings. What they have to handle for future is a big financial crisis. So at this point of time, you can't undo what has happened, but you can definitely learn something out of it. Always we say, crisis teaches us the biggest lessons, which normal days can never teach. So understand this, it's not only a learning for you, but even for the future generation, your children. Get certain things very, very clear when it comes to the medical insurance. I will share it with you with some data. This is one of the reports which is released by SBI, which says the last year, the spend on medical bills has gone up by 65,000 crores in India, which is 11% higher than before. Little less than a $10 billion, right? Which is like phenomenally high. Are we prepared for it? Not exactly. Where from this whole of that money has to come? It has to come from the people, right, who are completely not prepared because they were not having enough medical cover. Understand this. When it comes to India, out of 100 rupees which is being spent on, say, medical care, 65 goes out of pocket. You want a comparison? If you take China, only 35% goes out of their pocket. But if you take a country like Thailand, only 10% goes out of their pocket. So it is going to be a big burden in the hands of the people, right? I mean, predominantly middle class, lower middle class, and the poor are the ones who are going to get hurt very badly. And because this is going to create an impact for lifetime. So stop. Let us learn something out of it. Lesson number one is this: insurance is not an investment. Insurance is not an investment. Get it very, very clear. By chance, if your insurance agent sells any of the investments, not medical insurance, but any insurance, sells telling you are going to get back that this much amount of money, get away from that financial plan. Get away from that insurance agent. He is selling it to you to get some incentives out of it, not for your welfare. So insurance is not an investment, it's a cover. That too in pandemic, you check, it's a war. So this is an ammunition what you carry with you, right? This is like a bazooka what you carry with you. When you have been hit by so much of medical bills, you have the protection. You can actually go ahead and use your bazooka and save yourself. So never, never buy insurance as an investment. That to medical insurance? No. So what you need is a basic medical cover, which is a must in many of the countries across the globe, where government itself provides, though there are some initiatives in our country, but we are too large. So we can't say government can protect enough and more or give enough and more, but they're doing the best. But you have to be aware it's not an expense, it is a very basic need. And number two is this: there is a very huge misconception that if I'm young, I need lesser cover. This second wave of pandemic has proven it wrong. Who has been affected the most is not the senior citizens, it's predominantly people in the middle age. And they have to be protected because they are the breadwinners. So many families went and put even their last penny to save somebody in the home. So, because I'm young, nothing will happen to me. So, I don't need much of protection. Is not the right thought. You have to ensure you are adequately protected. You have enough and more, and age is not the criteria, is what this pandemic has proven. In fact, if you take a cover at the younger age, you will pay lesser premium. Understand that. Why? Because medically you will be more fit in the normal circumstances. So the insurance companies feel I'm taking lesser risk. Whenever they feel they are taking lesser risk, they will charge you lesser premium. That's the logic behind. And number three is this: most of the other products, or almost every other product you buy when you want. Insurance is a product you can never buy when you want it. And when you don't want it, there are a lot of people wanting to sell it, right? That's the irony of the product. So when you are like here and healthy, everybody wants to sell you a product, want to sell you a medical cover. Say if your report is perfectly clean, your medical report is perfectly clean, you can negotiate, you can get the best of the insurance cover possible. But the moment you have been identified with something, even your basic, there is a blood pressure change, you go for a medical insurance, people think a lot. So it's a product which you must have to buy when you don't want. So the three lessons which you have to remember, which this pandemic is driving us so deeply, which you must teach your children with respect to medical insurance, is this: insurance is not an investment, insurance is a protection, it's a cover, and you must have it. And a medical insurance is a must for everyone in the family, even be a child, because I've come across families who think children may not need it. Not exactly. So, insurance is a product which is not an investment. Lesson number one. Number two, medical insurance is nothing to do with the age. Whatever be your age, I mean, even the younger one must have it. Even the middle age group, they must have an insurance. And number three, insurance is a product, medical insurance specifically, must be purchased when you don't want it, because you can't buy it when you really want it. So these are all the takeaways from this particular video, do subscribe to my channel